you ready?
Yeah, now I am.
All right, thank you. So it's 6:15.
Oh, are you taking notes?
February
You want me to
5th,
take notes?
Thursday. It's a meeting of the Board of Library Trustees. Short meeting to discuss library director and filling the vacancy of the trustees. So the shortest one, we have a quorum, so we will start the meeting. Call to order. Lori, you're taking minutes, I appreciate that. And so the fastest one is the nomination for the vacancy for the trustee. So Heidi had to resign for family scheduling challenges, and two names were put forth, Jay Collins and Ann McCann. And both of them have accepted, been spoken with, and they are interested. Since there's two, that's great for us. We can do a vote for each of them and see who has the most votes, and then move that name forward to the Board of Selectmen. Okay? So Jay was the first name that we got, so anybody that would like to move Jay's name forward, say aye.
For me, I'm sort of ambivalent on either one of them, so it's
Yeah.
very hard for me to.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say ambivalent. I am.
Right.
I'm equal to either.
It's
Yeah.
really good. The one thing that I was thinking about Ann McCann is that she's come to so many meetings that I think she feels that she's already versed in a lot of things that are going on. Not that Jay couldn't be, but so that would be that's why my vote would be going to Ann.
Well,
So
I'll nominate Ann McCann.
Ann McCann.
You look for nomination.
Can I have a second?
Do you do a roll
No,
call?
we were doing a roll
We
call.
should do a roll call.
Okay.
My only thing, and I think both of them would be good, is that Jay spends a lot of time at the library, and there's a lot of personal kind of relationships, and that concerns me as a trustee.
That would be a
having-
challenge.
And he has
Yeah.
sometimes had some snarkiness.
Well, I don't
So-
think that is, I just can be concerned that there's too many close relationships because he's there
And it is
almost every
hard.
day, and I
It is
think
hard to change
that
from a
could make
trustee
it hard
role
to-
from a personal role.
that's just my opinion, but I do think that, both of them
And
certainly.
he can run in May, but, and he can take off papers and run,
Absolutely.
because we're
Right.
gonna have open,
Right.
Absolutely.
So, do you want to just do roll call and you can say who you're voting for? Jen?
Sure, I'll say Ann.
Jen Close?
Yep.
Barbara Collin?
Ann.
Kathy Prunier? and
I'll say Ann.
Anne Marie
Say Ann.
Wilson Crockett?
I say Ann.
Lori LeBlanc, Beth Burton, Ann. So it's unanimous. We will pass Ann McCann's name forward to the Board of Selectmen, and we'll send an email to that effect or a letter to that effect.
And I'd like to thank them both for stepping up.
I
Yeah,
do too.
exactly.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
and to let them both know that, they can run, Jay
Yeah.
can run if you really have.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yep, exactly.
Absolutely.
And so this will be through the election,
Right.
so
So,
it'll be through May.
and then you run. Then Ann would have to run to fill the rest of Heidi's
Correct.
The
term.
rest, so she needs to take off papers.
So it'd be a 2 more years. I
Right.
think it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
it has to go before the Board of Selectmen.
Yes.
And we're on their
Yes.
calendar
I
for
think we're on
Monday.
their 9th
And it
calendar.
would only need to be the chair or the vice chair, and not everybody has to go in.
If they're gonna have a meeting, check before you go with the snow cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joy.
Right.
Okay.
They need to schedule.
So we have to go, we are here today also for the nominating Amy
Kramer.
Right.
Kramer,
Yeah.
which we did, but we had the salary amounts wrong.
Right.
So we are here to modify those numbers and
What are the numbers gonna be?
So the maximum that we could offer is 62.
60,000.
No, 62,000.
Okay.
And what she is asking for is 60,000 plus 3,000 in moving expenses. We all agreed at the beginning that we do not pay moving expenses, and I double checked with the finance director, and she doesn't believe any taxpayer money can be used for moving expenses.
So your email communication with Amy was, what is your
What
this
is-
is the salary
This is the range,
range. and
which
what
was
are-
58 to 62.
And what are you looking?
What are you looking for? She came back with 60 plus 3,000. If the previous director left, she was at 59. She was at 59 when she left.
59.83.
Yep.
59,083 pounds.
In her contract, had she fulfilled and gone into the next fiscal, would have gone up to 60,265.
If we had decided to stay with the town, with the
Two
town.
percent.
Right.
You can override that.
Well,
Choose to override
we have to discuss
Right.
that.
that, right.
So using that number as a figure, she would have gone up, the director would have gone up to 60,265.
65.
Well, and Amy will have that same situation because that's all gonna be happening
Sue,
in the next couple of months. so-
Well, I don't think that anybody just hired now would get an increase in the next
Correct.
couple
It
of
would be the
months.
next,
Cause that has already been put through, cause we're doing the budget for 2016.
right.
And so that would, she would stay with whatever she is at this
How-
next cycle.
However, the last time this happened in mid-cycle, God bless you,
Bless you.
the,
That's a cute
it was
sentence.
automatically put through with the increase
It was,
in the fiscal year, yes.
okay.
so I think we budgeted for the 60,265.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe we
Well,
did. And if we do go up to the 62, then we have to look at some budget cuts that we have to make if we go to our max salary. So other things would have to be cut to cover the difference of salary.
Why? I don't understand. The salary comes from the town. It doesn't affect our working budget.
Right, but because we already put in a request for 60,265 or whatever we put in for this coming year, and we increase it by $2,000, a little less
Then
than
it comes from a
$2,000, we need
materials
to,
budget or,
it has to come from somewhere
if we
else.
wanted to.
So
do
the
that.
finance director, just said make a note that if we do go maximum salary, we're gonna take cuts somewhere else.
And it's been done in other departments. It's not a good, I don't think it's a good way to go, but it's been done.
It's not as fiscally responsible.
I don't think so.
On the other hand, we can use municipal funds for salaries and state, but not state aid. And with state aid could be used for the materials that we can't use, so we have a little, we have some other funds that we can use. However, we have to continue that budget, that salary going forward. It's not just a one-time event.
The top of the range in the posting was 62,000,
Yes, even.
and all we had to work with was 60,200.
We made it a little extra, so if we got that person, that one person that we wanted that wouldn't take any less than that, then we would have done that, and then we all would have worked backwards to make some cuts somewhere else.
One of the things that Jen and I looked at was salaries. Do you have a copy of that?
Oh, yeah, the new one in Ipswich is getting $80,000.
It's a bigger community
Oh,
though.
Ipswich is a lot bigger community.
And they're open on Sundays,
Yes,
so they have a
they are.
huge endowment.
Yeah.
I don't have it printed
We're
out, but I
always at
do
the
have it
bottom end.
here on my.
Actually, I was surprised that we were
That was
more
the
in range
director for
than I
Boxford.
expected.
We are very in
Yeah.
range.
Yeah.
And I will share this if I haven't already, and I'm sorry that I didn't, share this with everybody, tomorrow.
For
I know it's on
8 years,
Google
we've
Doc.
stayed
That's
in
where I'm
mid-range.
at.
Because I highlighted some of the town, like Merrimack and West Newbury, just because there are, in our region for Pentucket, and then some of the other towns that are near us. But the list was all under 10.
Right.
That
And
population.
I'll have to share this with you later, Stuart, for me to find it right now. But then we also cut down populations of 6,000 in that 6,000 range as well, and we are right there.
Yeah.
And we are right where we need to be on all of our salaries.
Yeah, so not just the director's
Across the
salary, but
board.
for, because that was, we wanted to make sure, because we're also looking for the children's library
Right.
slash
So
children's
if we
team.
don't offer her the extra moving money, what does
Well,
that mean?
the posting, did the posting say that we did not do travel, moving expenses? Did we have that listed? And we talked about it.
It said it somewhere, and I
Yeah, I'm
have
not
to
sure
go
which
back
one
and look
she,
at the
I did look at her letter to see where she read the posting, but she didn't say.
Simmons, I believe.
I didn't see it listed as,
Yeah.
I
think
saw it
she
on the thing,
said
set
If
it
I
out.
can't imagine that we would put that in it,
Because we wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
We
it's
can't do it.
very
We can't.
unheard
Yeah.
of. Even in corporations, I think it's, the unusual case that gets moved, not, the
Right.
higher ups, not the
Right.
regular people.
So
Um,
back to what happens if we say,
Is-
sorry,
is-
we can't do it.
so,
Do you have a sense
This
of
is the
talking
part
to
I
her?
can't get. She'll take 60. She wants 3,000 in travel expenses.
Moving.
Moving.
So, the finance director is suggesting that we offer her 61. So it's a little over what she's asking, but then she could use that extra to supplement her moving.
right.
And can we do 61 and not have to do a lot of,
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Changing
gonna
in
have
our
to make
budget.
up
Something.
It would be
$735 out of our
versus,
state aid for our.
versus
for our
1,700.
Exactly.
So in her cover letter, she did say, she was looking to move there,
And her
to,
husband's already
in
working in
Portsmouth.
the area.
Portsmouth. So, I don't have any qualms about not,
Yeah.
not,
well, we can't.
yeah, we can't, but I mean,
I mean, we can't go that far over.
go that
In the
far.
long run,
No, but
over
we
time-
can't offer moving expenses
No,
anyway,
no,
because
right.
that's,
But
we're-
over time, she's gonna make out better with the 61,000 in the annual increases.
Yeah,
Over
absolutely.
time,
Right,
and it will be better for her pension money. It would be better overall, because we couldn't start at 63 and then build from there.
right,
Yeah, she'd have to stay there for a bit.
You can't force
Right.
that issue either.
no, because if the
So she's
town
better
gets it,
off
then
at
everybody gets
61.
it.
Because that would mean if they got a 2% increase next year, she'd be up $1,225.
right. So
That
it's well worth
going
to
into
start at a
fiscal
higher
17.
number. So.
As long as, so we have to cut $735 from our budget
Yeah.
to make this be able to work.
And we can take that
Well, we
money
don't have
like
to
you
cut. We don't have to cut. We can let our budget stand as it is. We'll have to take it out, but then we'll have to pay it, supplement it with
Yeah,
state
and
aid.
we've got
Yeah.
trust fund money. We've got ways to spend
Right.
$700.
Right. So can I have a motion to make the offer for 61 or?
I make the motion to offer the candidate for director $61,000 and welcome her to the Langley Adams Library.
Yes. And can I have a second?
second that motion.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstaining? Thank you.
So I will make an offer, if not this evening, tomorrow morning, and let everybody know
We'll
where we
send out that
stand.
document.
Yes, and I'll send out the
That'd be
document.
great.
And then that would have to go then before the Board of Selectmen, right?
We're-
She has
Well,
We're on that
She
docket
actually
for
has to
that.
come in.
She has to obviously accept first, and then, well, I think we have to go over a contract with her before
Right.
she goes before the Board of Selectmen.
Right. And then we introduce her as our candidate and ask
Right.
them to accept her.
So we may not make this Monday meeting.
Not
We
in
might-
a hurry.
Right, might make the,
And then we have 4 weeks.
because to drive down
right.
Yeah.
And we know it's gonna be so.
And then another 4 weeks after all of that happens is roughly when she thinks she can come
Right.
here.
So,
Right.
beginning of April-ish, I think is what we're looking at, give or take?
Not ish, beginning of April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not later, I'm saying, that's
People
what, that's
have
what
a
my ish
calendar,
is.
yeah.
So, do we want to have a discussion about contracts or not here?
I think that,
Let's see if she accepts it.
see if she accepts it, then it's really a conversation we have to have with the finance director. I mean, we have to propose
Okay.
propose?
the contract and why we want this contract. She wants, the finance directors wants this to be under town policy, town
Personnel
personnel
And it
policy.
every bit of it is town policy.
Yeah, the new one is, yeah.
Every bit of it.
The one the
There's
previous
nothing that
director
veers
had
from town
was
policy.
right down the middle. So you can almost boilerplate that one.
Which is great, that's, we just wanna make sure that the library laws are in there.
Exactly, that might be. And of course, it says in the Mass Public Library, I know there's ways to split hairs on it, but that you have to have a contract.
Yes, actually, I was talking with MBLC today,
Mhm.
and we have to have a contract, but it doesn't have to be with the Board of Trustees. There just has to be a contract. So, because the selectmen are the hiring authority,
So it could be a contract with them.
right,
With the
but it would be
town.
the general personnel contract.
And it just spells out the duties and what they work with the library board of trustees, what the director works with the library, in conjunction with the library board of trustees being responsible for all departmental expenditures. Because that should be in the contract, because we are responsible.
Right.
And if we don't have a contract that covers that, submission of reports to the library board of trustees, the town of Groveland, either orally or in writing, it just, it spells
And
out
in-
everything.
And in the town is it the charter or the discussion,
no
it says the,
town
but there's another document.
Yes.
Bylaw.
It says like the board of selectmen are, you know, are not directorial of the town.
Right.
Other bodies that have
Right.
board of trustees. So, you know, that's why I think another reason why the contract should be with the trustees is that
Definitely.
it's for the directorial.
Gives hours
body.
of work that mirrors the town bylaws. Professional development, we made space in the last contract and that was built in, professional development and how it's our obligation to see that staff, the director has professional development and the ability to carry that on. That was a big piece that was missing. It mirrors the health and life insurance policy of the town.
As of that point in time, whether it's been updated or
It
not.
hasn't been updated.
Okay.
But
The citizens.
she gets a
guide.
town handbook
Citizens
and,
guide, thank
and
you.
that's what she has.
And yes, they get all that in their
Yeah.
paperwork when they,
Exactly.
and it gives the duties and the witnesses and it's signed by all, I mean, it's detailed, but it mirrors it doesn't, how they accrue vacation and it all mirrors the book, but it also gives duties, and what they're responsible to speak to the trustees about, and it's very, once you don't have that,
Yeah.
and these selectmen are gone, and there's new selectmen, and finance director moves, you need to have this, and
Yeah.
we're not all gonna be here in 20 years, well, I mean, but no,
Yeah,
seriously.
I think that
Everybody wanna look at it?
yeah, no, definitely. I think it's just the back page, who's signing it. It's
Yeah.
who the
I think it should be
contract
signed
is
between the
with.
trustees, it can be signed with the selectmen as well. But this, it spells out duties of trustees as well, we should sign it, so we're
Do
aware.
you have a copy?
I don't have a copy,
Do
but
you
I will.
want me to type that up for you?
This, no, we will,
You might be able to scan it.
Yeah, they should be.
But then you can't make changes in the scan.
Oh, it's true.
I don't mind.
I don't think
if you
we
want
have
me
an
to type it up.
electronic copy of it.
I
That's
can,
what
I
think
can
is
type it to
missing.
make it electronic if you want.
I can
Here
do
you go.
this.
That's fine.
I should let her take that.
I'm not looking
She can't be
I will go
trusted.
get my own copy,
She
don't
can't,
you
she
worry.
cannot be trusted.
Okay, so I have promised
that
that this
right
meeting was
back.
gonna be short and I'm already late. I was already late, so it is now a 15-minute meeting. Do we have anything else to
What's
cover?
the date
Where's
of
our
our next
agenda?
meeting? I don't even
The
remember.
25th.
25th of
The
February.
next meeting is the 25th, and I will not be here. I will be having surgery.
That's no
the
excuse.
day before for my sinuses.
I'll be here and we'll crack the whip.
That's good. And hopefully.
We'll have it at your bedside.
There you go. I have a big room, and
Charlie can fit the camera in there.
No problem.
Oh, prop, yeah.
any other agenda items?
No, ma'am.
I don't think we have anything.
Okay, and the meeting is closed now. It's 7.
Six-
No,
6:35.
Somebody fix that clock.
Thank you.
Okay.